This is the SS6690T 26-inch walk-behind battery-powered floor scrubber. There's a 22-gallon solution tank, 24-gallon recovery tank. It has 3 modes for down pressure, 71, 90, and 108 pounds. It has standard mode, eco mode for noise-sensitive environments. This is your control panel. On the handle, these buttons power the drive motor. This button, in conjunction with the paddles, makes the machine go in reverse. To turn it on, simply turn the key. You have a very professional-looking LED screen, and you have a couple different modes here. On the top, you have your speed control dial, rabbit and the tortoise. This is slow, this is fast. You have down pressure settings, and you can control the water output here. It is a one-button operation. So when you hit the green button, the deck will automatically come down. If you walk around to the back of the machine, you can see some of the functionality of these buttons. So now the screen has changed because we've lowered the deck. Here you can adjust the down pressure. Here you can adjust the water output. And here you can change your vac motor 2 different ways. If you hold it for 1 second, it'll lower the decibel rating. That's in case you work in maybe a healthcare or a school environment where, it's noise sensitive, people are trying to work throughout the day, so on and so forth. You also have the eco button, which if you press that, it just becomes more, I guess you would say, more environmentally sound. It's going to use less power of the machine, less solution, but again, it's still going to give you very similar performance to whether you use it in eco mode or standard mode. So this is how you install the pad drivers. So you have an indicator here that shows you the direction you spin it for on and off. To install, simply lift and turn to the direction that it states on the deck. And to remove, simply turn it the opposite direction and it falls right out. Here is your recovery tank. You do get a debris catcher for wood chips or little pebbles or anything that is larger that you don't necessarily want to find its way in the recovery tank. This debris tray will capture it, and then you can empty this in a trash can. Again, here's your vac motor shutoff. Inside there is a ping pong ball. So as the water fills up the recovery tank, it will actually increase the ping pong ball to the top. And once it reaches the top, you will hear a higher pitch on the vac motor, alerting the operator that they need to empty the recovery tank. Under no circumstances should you ever operate the machine if this is missing. To reinstall, simply just line it up and twist to lock into place. So, rear of the machine, you have your recovery drain hose. You can lower your squeegee assembly with this heavy-duty lever. If your machine's equipped with an off-board charger, this is where you would plug it in at. Squeegee assembly, you simply remove these 2 knobs or just turn them. This slides off, disconnect your hose. And again, on this squeegee assembly, it is a clamp, so you can simply open this up to rotate your squeegee blades. For the rear and on the front squeegee blades, you have a knob here and a knob here. You simply loosen those, that releases this clamp, and then you can rotate the front squeegee. To reattach, simply line this up. You want to give this a, tight but not too tight. If you catch the corner of your building when you make a turn, you want this squeegee to actually break away. that prevents the machine from being damaged. So again, don't make the squeegee assembly too tight. Over time, your squeegee assembly is going to need to be adjusted, the height. That's what this red knob's here for. This allows you to adjust the deflection of the squeegee blades, you know, as you own the machine for longer periods of time. Not something you need to worry about in the beginning. Here's where you access your batteries. Simply lift up. Make sure the recovery tank is empty, because that is a very heavy tank to lift. Underneath here, it gives you full access. You have your vac motor. This machine has an onboard charger, so there is your onboard charger cord. You simply take that off and plug it into any standard outlet. Here's your batteries. Now, these are lead-acid batteries. The thing about lead-acid batteries is they require periodic maintenance. And there's really 3 rules to live by when you own a machine that has lead-acid batteries. You can only rewater them with distilled water only. You can't use normal tap water. Rule of thumb is you charge them about every payday. It's easy for the operators to remember that. And you always water the batteries after a full charge. If you were to water the batteries, then plug it in, lead-acid batteries can expand, and you can lead to what we call boil over. So, on your batteries, you remove the speed caps. And down here, again, you need to be wearing safety goggles and gloves when you're doing this, because this is real acid in here. This is where you would fill up your battery with a funnel, a small Dixie cup of distilled water only. That is something you have to be very aware of if you own a machine with lead-acid batteries. Okay, down here, depending on the part of the country you live in, you might have hard water, or depending on the detergent you use, hard water and detergent over time can clog the plumbing system of these machines. So this is what you call a solution filter here. You have an additional lever over here that opens up the water, but you can also close the water. So if you close the water, you might get a little bit of drippage, which is common. But if this machine's never putting out water, this is something to check here. This can get corroded. You simply run this under warm water, clean this out, and then you simply attach like this. It's very important that when you're doing this, you remember to move the valve to the 1 position, because it will not put water out. Draining the solution tank is this cap here. Just keep in mind you want to be out near a floor drain outside, because when you unscrew this to empty this clean water tank, this is going to just drain completely.